Good afternoon and welcome once again. You're on air with Wheels. I want to thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to talk more about music. Last week we got into conversation which artists we liked, different songs we like, songs from the past. It was a little sketchy. I had a problem remembering certain songs, so I apologize for that. This week, and I figured we can't talk about all these different, songs with all these different songs and artists within 30 minutes. So we're adding another hour today. Hopefully, we can get in, and talk about all the great artists and music that we like. I want to mention, a listener had mentioned last week that I should listen to symphonic metal. I took a listen to it, and it's a different style. It's definitely a different style. I also read up on it, and it seems that the keyboard is definitely a key element, or the main element in symphonic metal. So I took a listen, and I did like what I heard. So if you guys want to give me a call, or you guys have any comments, your favorite songs, your favorite artists, favorite music from past, present, or what could be coming out, give me a call here at area code 347-637-1771. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about a lot of things today. So I was thinking about, after last week's show, I was thinking about talking about music and my key demographic, which I thought about that and think my key demographic is probably 20 to 45 maybe. But in thinking about this, I was thinking that, okay, I have listeners and people I know who are in their 19 or 20, 20, 21, and are listening to things like the Beatles. So I think we'll just throw out the key demographic. And just wait. Everybody listens to a lot of different things. I know I do. So, what were we doing? We kind of got on talking about old school hip hop and things of that nature. We ended up going into skewing off into a lot of different tangents. God. Now I know we have some new listeners listening today, and I want to know, you guys, give me what are some of your favorite music? I think I mentioned last week that I am a big fan of those one-hit wonders, those songs that are one-hit wonders. So I do really like those. And let me think, what one-hit wonders? Like I said, there was a group called Third Base. Third Base, and then there was Too Short. Artists called Too Short. I like one-hit wonders. I do. Groups that didn't really make it, or made it with just one song. And I happen to like that one song. So it's interesting. It's also interesting to think about who listens to what kind of music. You look at a person and you think about, okay, you're thinking what kind of music they like, and then they surprise the heck out of you, and they end up listening to something like Pantera. You don't think somebody is a fan of Pantera, and next thing you know, it's like it's pretty much their favorite band. So it's just right. Okay, you're right, Sean. I did mention last week. I mentioned Zeppelin. Oh yeah. Okay, Sean's got a very eclectic taste. Sean's mentioning bands like the Beatles. Zeppelin. I did mention Led Zeppelin last week. Elvis. Mentioned Elvis. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't I mention Sinatra last week? Excuse me. I've got, actually, I am a fan of Sinatra. I had his duets album from way back. So I listened to that. A lot. But I lost it, unfortunately. But it was Sinatra. You cannot deny Sinatra. You really can't. You gotta love Sinatra. Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. Right. The Rolling Stones also. You gotta mention that. I'm thinking about when I think about music. I'm thinking, okay, with my, like I said, everybody listens to all different kinds of music. It doesn't matter what demographic you're in. I was thinking about this, and the time frame I'm thinking of is 50s till now, 1950s till now. That's where I'm thinking. But then we go with Sinatra, and that's what, 40s, and probably 40s to right now, to music right now. That's where I think we are looking at with my listener base. Yeah, and I like I said, I like all kinds of music. I like everything from rock, hip hop, some rap. To me, I've said this last week. To me, rap kind of had its day, but I know I've got some listeners who do like rap still to this day. It's alright, some of it's alright. Yeah. Some of it's alright. It's just a lot of it's just it's turning into swearing. That's all. That's what it is turning into now, and just I'm not into it. Like I said last week, I am into more of the. I just did that on camera. I am into more of the 80s rap. And 80s rap and hip hop. So we did mention Michael Jackson last week. You cannot have a show about music without mentioning Michael Jackson, the king of pop. You can't. You can't. Did mention that, but I liked rap back. I had my time. Junior high, I was into rap. You're right. Rap, yeah. Sean's got it. Rap was good in the 80s and early 90s. It got crappy after that. It really did. It really did. And I don't know. I had my time. Junior high, I was 7th grade specifically. I was listening to WJLB all the time. I was big on WJLB. And then that phase kind of faded. When I realized that rap was just not what it used to be, and I'm not trying to rip on rap or the culture at all. I know rap is an entire culture in itself, and I'm not trying to rip on that at all. It's just there's some songs that we still remember, and not just rap. But staying with rap, there's some things that we still remember from way back in the day, and then there's some songs that we think, okay, what is this? And we're thinking, okay, this is not very good, but it is not very good, and I hope it fades. But that seems to be the same with all music, with any type of music. So, some people get into the music and become fans of certain artists. Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, Metallica, I mentioned last week. By the way, last week, happy birthday Metallica, happy 30th. I was, mentioning all kinds of music. And, some... Music it's like a fad. It's like a fad. It comes into, major popularity for, for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden it fades because something new has come up. Something new has come up, and you end up turning to something new. So yeah, Eminem is being mentioned right now. I didn't like Eminem in the beginning, but I got used to it. I do like some of his work. I only have 2 Eminem albums though. So I know his work. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of most of his music. I was also a fan of his hairstyle about 5 years ago. Not a fan. It was a bad mistake. Don't ask. But okay. Run DMC. Run DMC. You're right. Run DMC was the first to combine rap and rock. You're right. That is just awesome. That's awesome. I loved Walk This Way. Loved that video. It was great. Well, you guys, real quick, I want to say thank you to my YouTube listeners who have decided to watch this. This is a preview for you of On Air with Wheels. If you'd like to listen to more of my shows, you can log on to youtube.com/Wheels Internet Radio, and you can look up my website at www.wheelsonlife.weebly.com, and you can find out more about me. And until next week, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.